Guys, I am in love with my hair right now. It was everything I ever wanted as a kid. I used to struggle with really frizzy and dull hair, which truthfully affected my confidence. But during COVID, I had so much time to research products and try new things, and it completely changed how I feel about my hair. I really went after how to control frizziness and how to add shine and softness. A lot of people coin this as Korean glass hair. So while my hair type and goals don't really match everybody, I'm going to show you how you can change some of the products or techniques to suit your needs. Now, without further ado, I'm going to squeeze a couple years worth of research into one video. I'm going to show you every step that I do, every product that I use, and why it's important. So let's get started. So first off, I just want to talk about a pre-shower routine. I don't have one, but I did try things that works for other hair types and goals, just not mine. I have an oily scalp, so oiling my hair feels really bad for me. It makes my hair super weighed down and also makes my head itchy, but depending on your own needs, I have a couple recommendations. In general, first what you want to do is just use a couple drops of oil and spread it evenly around your head. And then use your fingers or a scalp massager to just massage that oil into your roots. The main goal is to hydrate your scalp and reduce frizz and all that, but depending on which oil you use, you can also achieve other results. Coconut oil is for a really deep hydration. Argan oil is to reduce frizz. Rosemary oil is to promote hair growth. There are so many different types of oils, so really make sure that you do your research beforehand and figure out what it's for. Then you wait for however long the oil needs to absorb, and then you go ahead and wash it off in a shower. A lot of people also really like brushing their hair before they shower to reduce breakage and promote blood circulation in your scalp. However, I noticed that for me, it just makes my hair frizzy. This is definitely better for people with very strong hair strands rather than weak and fine, which is what I have. When your hair is very strong and also prone to tangling, it is beneficial to brush your hair before you shower because water actually weakens your hair strands. However, with weak and fine hair, as you can see, it just makes it a lot more frizzy. But those are two really common things that people do to kind of prep themselves for shampoo and conditioner while they shower. Speaking of which, let's jump right into it. The first thing I do is completely rinse out my hair. Everyone completely underestimates the amount of debris, detached hair, and oil you can remove just by rinsing. Next, you can see I'm not scrubbing or anything. I'm just gently moving my hair so my entire scalp gets wet. I can literally feel the oil run off. It feels so good, so don't be rushed to immediately pick up the shampoo. After rinsing, I use the Deep Moist Shampoo by HMy. I only need one pump because it lathers and spreads really well on my scalp. So I used to struggle with a really oily scalp just on certain parts of my head, and I solved this by first scrubbing the shampoo between my hands until it was nice and foamy. This helps dilute and distribute the shampoo so it's not just a blob of product in your hair. Next, I just make sure the shampoo equally covers my scalp. I'm not scrubbing or anything, just making sure I don't miss any spots. When you're doing this, a couple things to keep in mind. The shampoo is only meant for your hair roots. If you apply shampoo directly to the ends of your hair, you will dry them out. Another thing is, do not use your fingernails, only the pads of your fingers, or else you will damage your skin. And lastly, move your fingers in a back and forward motion that minimizes tangles. After spreading my shampoo, I go in and really thoroughly scrub my head. I'm not pressing really hard or scratching, but I'm just careful not to miss anything. Nextly, if there are any products to really invest in, it would be shampoo and conditioner because nothing else will work if these two things aren't good for you. So HMy is known for being hydrating and preventing frizz while also being lightweight. However, if you are looking for something different, I recommend trying products suggested by influencers with the same hair type as you or asking AI which shampoo is best for your needs. After scrubbing, I let the shampoo sit in my hair for about 3 to 5 minutes to absorb all the oil and dust. Then you need to thoroughly rinse out all that product. I also like to massage my scalp while I'm doing this to stimulate hair growth. Then take all your hair and try to wring out as much water as possible. This is to prep your hair for conditioner so it can penetrate the strands rather than getting diluted and just washing off. Then I like to go in with HMy's Deep Moist Treatment Conditioner. Again, I like to just use one pump and lather it in between my hands. Conditioners aren't usually foamy, so I just rub my hands until it feels warm. Then I just try and squeeze the product into the ends of my hair as completely as I can. Just like the shampoo, I also leave this in for a couple minutes just to let it soak in. After maybe 5 minutes, I completely rinse my hair out with cool water. Don't force yourself to use cold water. Nobody is making you be miserable just for the sake of your frizz. One general piece of advice I have for finding shampoo and conditioner that works for you is choosing brands designed for your ethnicity. They're likely made with your exact hair type in mind. Like for me, nothing worked until I started buying from Asian brands. And Honey is from Japan, and oh my god, it was like all my problems with frizz got solved the second I used it. Once every week, I like to use the Pheno hair mask instead of my conditioner to really get a deep hydration of my hair. Next, scoop a little out and apply it exactly as you would a conditioner. Next, stepping out of the shower, I like to wring the water out of my hair again just to speed up the drying process. Now moving on to my post-shower routine. Drying your hair wrong is a great way to introduce frizz and dullness, and we're better than that. If you're still rubbing your hair with a towel, I'm going to come after you because you just reversed everything you did. Instead, blot your hair instead of rubbing to avoid unnecessary friction. Blow dry, I go in with a round brush to smooth it out as I'm blowing hair. So I just wrap my hair around the brush and point the hairdryer to the ends so I can smooth down the flyaways. The hairdryer is on medium heat, which helps me straighten out some frizziness as I comb it through my hair. Next, this all over your head. Just make sure you aren't staying in one place for too long and not to completely dry all the way. Try to leave a little bit of dampness for better hydration retention and less heat damage. This is much better than waiting for your hair to air dry because your cuticles are raised. Hair cuticles are the outermost layer of your hair and they look like shingles on a roof. They naturally lift a bit when they get wet, which makes your hair super rough unless they get smoothed down. So this is what my hair looks like afterwards. As you can see, there's still a little bit of water in it, but it is smooth and shiny. But unfortunately, you are still bound to lose a lot of hydration after it all evaporates, so I like to use argan oil on the ends of my hair to lock it in. I add a couple drops in between my fingers and spread them around a bit. Then I just kind of finger comb all the oil through the ends of my hair. Now, a lot of people would rather use leave-in conditioner, and both are great. You can choose either one or even combine them both. So leave-in conditioner makes your hair easier to brush and reduces frizz, while hair oil seals in more moisture and adds shine. Based on your preferences, both can do amazing things. Why you use these products is up to you. Listen to how your hair reacts because it is literally telling you if the treatment is working or not. I like to go for a glossy look without feeling weighed down. Okay, so now I want to go into my morning routine. I didn't actually go to bed, honestly just too lazy, but everything is exactly the same, so yay! This is what my hair looks like just with the shower. It looks really shiny, but kind of clumped together, so my first step is brushing it out. Honestly, I recommend you use a wide toothbrush to avoid breakage, but I actually lost mine before this video. So I start out at the top of my head and basically just tidy stuff up like my part and everything. Then I go in and gently detangle my hair. I go pretty slow when I brush so I don't really rip out any knots, which can cause frizz. My hair looks too poofy anyways after I brush, so I like using soothing milk to make my hair a little more smooth. This one in particular also has argan oil in it, so it gives me extra shine. I squeeze about this much on for one side of my hair, and I just kind of spread it around my fingers and finger comb from the middle to end. And I think honestly, besides shampoo and conditioner, having a leave-in product has made the biggest difference for me. Like, you need something to hold down all the moisture in your hair after you shower, or else it'll just evaporate right off. This is what my hair looks like afterwards with no styling. I usually end here because low-key I'm lazy or I just don't have enough time. But if you guys want me to show you the different ways I curl my hair, go ahead and tell me in the comments below. And with that, I wanted to thank you for staying with me. Even if you still need to do additional research before you're completely satisfied with your hair, I just wanted to say I'm proud of you for taking the initiative to take care of yourself and to really love the way you look. Never forget to like and subscribe if you took something from this video. And until next time, bye!